One of the hardest things, at least for me, is allowing someone to have a bad opinion of me. The instinct is so strong. I want to defend myself. I want to explain why they're wrong. I want to convince them that I'm a decent person and that I am worth knowing, worth liking, worth the benefit of the doubt. I don't want my reputation left in their hands because their hands are fickle. But the truth is, and this is the very, very hard to swallow truth, I am not in control of their opinions about me. I'm not in control of the view they have of me, the light they choose to see me through, and unfortunately, even what they say about me to others. And I've had to sit with that, really sit with it, because when false things are being said, when a group of people have decided on a version of you that simply isn't true, every part of you wants to fight it. Every part of you wants to stand up and set the record straight. But peace is letting go. Peace is accepting that they are entitled to their feelings about me, even when those feelings are built on lies, on rumors, on a narrative someone else constructed. They have every right to not like me. They have every right to not choose me, to not invite me, to label me as the villain or the bad guy or whatever else they want. They don't have to forgive me, give me grace, or even attempt to understand my point of view. And as much as that stings, as much as the injustice of it burns, I've had to come to terms with the fact that I cannot force understanding from people who have already decided. My reputation is who they think I am. Whatever version of me they've created in their minds, it may be about me, it may involve me, but it is not really mine to hold. My character, however, is who I actually am. My character belongs to me and me alone, and I take that seriously. So they can have their perceptions. They can have their ideas about who I am and why I do what I do. I release their opinions about me, and I hold tight to my peace. We all have to take responsibility for the words we write. That's on us. But we don't have to exhaust ourselves trying to be responsible for the way people choose to read them. That's on them. Sometimes people won't like you. Sometimes people will get offended by something you said or did, and they won't let it go. Sometimes they will spread what they want to spread, say what they want to say, and build a story around you that you don't even recognize. And it is so hard not to get stuck on it. It is so hard not to pour all of your time and energy into trying to fix it, trying to correct it, trying to make people see. But that's not on you. That's not your project. It is never your job to change someone's mind about who you are. It is your job to keep your eyes on your own path. Someone else's opinion of you will never define you unless you let it. Be kind. Clear up any misunderstandings if there is something left unsaid, and then release it. They can think what they think. It has nothing to do with you, not really, and everything to do with them. You can't make people like you. You can't control how people perceive you. You can't convince someone you have good intentions if they are set out to believe that you don't. And pouring your time and energy into people who have already made it clear they aren't interested, that isn't kindness. That's just exhausting yourself for nothing. If I truly cared more about the truth than I did about my bruised ego, I'd pick up on the signals and leave them be. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to beg anyone to like you. You only need to accept it, and you only need to move on. And pour all of that thought and all of that energy into something and someone who actually wants it. A fake plant will never grow no matter how much you water it. I'm just a person, that's it. Just a person, and my time is limited. My energy is limited. My capacity is limited. The number of things I am capable of giving in a day is limited. And I think we all need to be people who are kind and inclusive and loving and generous with what we have. But we cannot give what we don't have. No matter how hard we try, we just can't. Some people will be disappointed. Some people will judge and claim I didn't do enough or say enough or be enough. But I can look at my heart and I can truly say that my priorities were in the right place. So I am going to rest easy, hold my head high, and silence the noise. I have to protect my peace. I have to draw lines and have boundaries. I can't give my energy to everything and everyone. It will drain me completely until there is nothing left. And at some point, you have to put a fence around your heart and say, no, this is what I will be doing now. This is what matters. Some people won't get it, and that's okay. They don't have to. Losing yourself is not success. Success is keeping a pure heart and never losing track of the things you have been specifically called to do. Not every table is going to have a spot for me. Not every invitation is going to have my name on it. And the older I've gotten, the more I appreciate that. I wasn't made for everyone, and not everyone is going to get me, or like me, or want me. I'm not so boring that I fit into every mold, and I'm not so generic that I suit everyone's taste. I don't have to force myself into places that weren't made for me. I don't have to tiptoe into spaces that were never mine. I don't have to chase people or beg them to want me. I don't have to stay in a place where rumors are being spread, and people are being talked about, and cruelty is just the culture. I don't have to act like it's okay just to avoid being the next target. I can make decisions. I can make sure that I am in places that lift me up, that make me laugh, that make me better. It matters who you surround yourself with. You will talk how they talk. You will treat others how they treat others. You will absorb their general attitude toward life, whether you mean to or not. And this community, as much as it has given me, as much as I have genuinely loved parts of it, has shown me who it is. And I have to be honest with myself about that. You learn that returning hate for hate has never done any good. Some people are just angry and insecure, and it has nothing to do with you. You pray for them and you move on, and you resolve to stay soft and pure and to keep putting your best out there anyway. Time is the most precious thing. None of us really knows exactly how much of it we're going to be given, and so when you truly grow, you learn to prioritize it well. You learn to say no. You learn to have boundaries. You learn that some people just aren't going to be your people, and you learn that things normally work out the way they're supposed to. You learn to really choose your people well, and to invest in the ones who make your heart shine and your soul feel at peace. You learn to let the wrong ones go without throwing a fit, and you learn to forgive, because bitterness is such a waste. You learn that even sadness and grief are part of being human, and part of what makes a rainbow so beautiful is the fact that it doesn't happen until after the storm. I've loved this. I've loved the connections and the conversations and the people who showed up with genuine hearts. But I also know when it's time to go, and it's time. No matter how hard we try, we don't get any of our time back, so spend it well. Feel the things. Enjoy your people. Listen to good music and give thanks for it all. It's been real. Take care of yourselves.